Now, Doc, if you look at the trajectory of this matter and why we are in court, the Attorney General appears not to have a solid case. So he has been going hunting for some evidence that may incriminate.
Before you go on,
yes.
And I'm just trying to tap into your professional expertise so you can break some of the things down for us. So, with this affidavit, is the accused person saying that he needs the opportunity to provide the evidence of these averments in court and to be cross-examined on the basis of this evidence? Is that what he's saying?
No, he's not saying that.
What is he saying?
He says that these are matters arising in the course of the trial.
Yes.
And so I want to be given the opportunity to lead evidence in respect of that. And I'll tell you why.
So the lead evidence means that I want to be given the opportunity to provide the evidence to substantiate this.
Yes.
Because,
because
I believe that it goes to the heart of justice delivery as far as this matter is concerned.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you see, throughout the trial, he didn't depose to these matters.
Yes.
I know that criminal jurisprudence has changed from surprising and a party in court to full disclosure.
Right.
Now, the door to this matter was opened by the Attorney General. And I'll show you evidence of that. If you reference the court proceedings of the court proceedings of 23rd May 2024, the Attorney General opened this terrible door to allow Jakpa to go through. Or Jakpa entered because the Attorney General opened the door. At page 25 of the proceedings, all right, or 24. Let me start from 24. The question was posed to Mr. Jakpa this way: in the specific case of this transaction, can you tell the court what were required in the LC to be honored? Then he answered. Then the dialogue continued. Now, regarding this question, you will agree with me that, that's the lawyer, you agree with me that without this seal from the Controller and Accountant General Department, the Bank of Ghana will not honor the payment. Then he provides a lengthy answer. All right? But the Attorney General didn't like the answer he provided. So according to the court proceedings, the Attorney General came in and said, "My lady, I'm a little bit constrained to intervene because the Minister of Finance at that time was in court and testified about authorization. I wonder what Mr. Jakpa's business it is to testify about authorization." Then the court came in. I have decided not to make any further comments, and I will just sit and watch you people, because if I do not, I may find myself in conflict with a lot of people, because when my engineer at the bar tells me, then the court made an intervention. Then Mr. Dame came back after the court had made an intervention, which he ought to have kept quiet. Then he now said, just by force to defend other accused persons. This was all the Attorney General said.
He said what?
Just by force to defend other accused persons.
And he was addressing who?
He was addressing
the
third accused person who was being cross-examined by the lawyer for the first accused.
Okay.
So court came in and said, no, that is not the point. Honorable Attorney General, do not talk. 2 days ago, you caused a third world war here, so please.
So this is the judge?
This is the judge.
Okay.
Then Edudzi came in. My lady, I do not know that the problem with the Attorney General is against A1. Then by court, you people, please. Then Edudzi said, where from this defense Is he defending him? Are we not entitled to cross-examination? No. What is this? Then the court said, Mr. Tameklo, I do not have a gavel. Please, all of you, just resume your seats. Then the AG came in. My lady, the point I'm making is actually part of my objection. Okay. If my learned friend wants it to go on record, then let it be on record. Then, Mr. Tameklo, my lady, if he thinks the question is not properly asked, the question can be disallowed. Then the court came in. Then Mr. Jakpa, after the court has spoken, then Mr. Jakpa came and said, my lady, I want to put on record that I am not here to defend A1. By court, I have not told you that you have defended A1. Mr. Jakpa, no, I am not talking about you. By court, who said so? Then Mr. Jakpa came. The Attorney General did that. He accused me directly and I want to respond. Then the court came in to say, please, Mr. Jakpa, all that fight they were fighting and disgracing the bench and the bar, I did not write it, so please move on. Then Mr. Jakpa said, my lady, no, I have heard that, but I want to make it clear here that the Attorney General has on several occasions had meetings with me privately at all hours, both in person and on phone in respect of this case, to cooperate or answer questions in a manner that will make his case better against A1 and I. And I have refused. And I have evidence to that. Did you hear that?
Yes.
And Jakpa is saying that I have refused. And I have evidence to that. And so if he's accusing me here that I am here to defend A1, he has brought hostilities to my doorstep. And I am responding to the hostilities. And this is military language, hostilities. And if he continues on this angle, I will open the Pandora box and we will all know what actually transpired. He has brought it up, and I'll give it to him. So the court intervened. They went into chambers and came back.
And was he being cross-examined at this point?
Yes, he was being by Edudzi. It was under cross-examination.
His counsel?
No.
Counsel for
A1. Now,
so why did he make a reference to the AG when the AG was not cross-examined?
No, because the AG intervened.
Because the AG intervention that
has led to all this. That's the point I'm making.
So Edudzi was cross-examining
Jakpa on the evidence he had led.
Yes, and then the AG intervened at the point. And then Jakpa. Okay.
And then Jakpa fled up. Now, so this matter, after the court had adjourned, the AG issued a press statement under the hand of the Deputy Attorney General. If I may fetch that quickly and reference it. Where are you?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the AG's press statement. I have it somewhere. Now, what the AG said.
I saw you reading it.
Yes. What the AG said in that press statement was that neither the AG himself nor any staff from his office has had contact with Jakpa or approached him to obtain evidence or false evidence. And this was on the 24th day of May. When Jakpa had told the court previously or the day before that he had evidence of all the encounters he had with the AG. So what did Jakpa do? Jakpa now released recordings of one of the communications he'd had with the Attorney General and followed it up with another evidence of a WhatsApp communication between himself and the Attorney General. And so if you compare Jakpa's evidence to the statement released by the Attorney General on the 24th of May, the Attorney General told untruths. The evidence led by Jakpa doesn't support the statement issued by the Attorney General. So first, he lied to the state, he lied to the Republic, he lied to the world. And that's the first level of misconduct, professional misconduct.
But that was outside the court.
No.
I'm saying that statement
is
outside the court.
Yes, but in our profession, you must.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not saying that
Okay.
it doesn't constitute misconduct. I
Very
just
well.
wanted to make it clear that
Yes,
it was not
outside
something that was deposed in court.
Yes,
Yeah.
outside the court.
But 1 second.
Yeah.
How do you come to the conclusion that the AG lied?
Because I've seen communication between AG and the
Where is
the
that statement?
accuser.
So you can actually
Yes.
can read the actual
Yes,
thing
I've
so
seen-
that we cannot follow.
I've seen communication
We've
between.
put it on the screen, but I'm sure
Yeah.
that you can read from it.
I don't know. let me see.
I saw you reading it.
Yes. I had it. You know. So and two.
I also
No,
did not give this
how
to
did you
Nana.
come to the conclusion that the AG lied?
Because the evidence is that there has been communication. And I'll tell you why. On the 25th of May, the AG's office, through his PRO, now issued a statement and said, yes, there has been a meeting actually between the Attorney General and the A3, but the meeting happened in the home of a Supreme Court judge. You recall that? Now they introduced a Supreme Court judge into the matter. Oh, I'll find it. I think it should be somewhere here. I'll find it. Now they introduced the name of a Supreme Court judge.
So you're saying
it's
that-
here. Now I found it.
You're saying okay. So
Yes.
now make your point.
Now, if you read paragraph 3 of the statement, it says that paragraph 2 of the AG statement dated 24th of May. The Republic has never required or desired the cooperation of any of the accused persons in the matter, in which it has already succeeded in establishing a prima facie case against all the accused persons. Neither the Attorney General nor any officer from the office of the Attorney General has approached any of the accused persons with the view to obtaining evidence from them.
Okay.
All right? And yet, on the 25th of May, the PRO, speaking on the authority of the Attorney General and the ministry, now said that yes, there has been a meeting, or there was a meeting amongst, because of the introduction of a third person, not between them, but amongst 3 persons, including the Attorney General, the third accused, and a certain Supreme Court judge. But they suspected that the proceedings of that meeting was unlawfully recorded by the third accused person. This was their statement on the 25th, recanting the content of the 24th statement. I haven't done this. They did it. Then,
I want to understand. So,
Yeah.
because you are the lawyer.
Yeah.
So what you have read is that Jakpa has made a statement in court
yes,
where he said the AG has met him on several occasions
yeah,
and ungodly hours.
yes, including at ungodly,
Yes, and several occasions.
yes,
And at ungodly hours to try and coach you.
yeah,
This is what you have said.
Yeah.
Now, the AG's response is that I have never met you to coach you,
yeah. Nor any officer from my,
nor any officer to coach you,
yeah,
not to talk about ungodly hours.
yeah,
Okay. The only time I met you was when I had visited a judge and you also came to visit the judge.
no,
That's what the AG is saying.
no. What the AG said on the 24th, they didn't include the meeting with the judge.
Yes. He said there has been no meeting.
Yes, that's the 24th.
Okay.
Then on the 25th, they now introduce the meeting of the meeting. They now admitted to a meeting that took place at the home of a Supreme Court judge,
Yes.
whose name they subsequently put as
Because you see,
Justice Kulendi.
the charge Jakpa had made
Yeah.
was that
Yeah.
we had met several times
Yes.
for this purpose, the
Yeah.
purpose of getting me
Yeah.
to incriminate
Yeah.
to force.
Yes.
The AG says, I have never met you
Yes.
to do that.
Yes.
Not even once, to coach you
Yes.
at ungodly hours.
Yes.
The only time that I met you was when I had visited a judge, and then you came there.
No, Nana, you are.
I'm just trying to understand.
Yes, you are missing the point I'm making. The point I'm making is that two distinct statements were put out. The 24 statements totally disclaimed the allegations, denying the allegations in toto. That it never happened. I've never had contact with you. End of matter. So if no further statements were issued from the Attorney General's office subsequently, would I be relying on his statement of the 24th to deal with this matter? That there was never a contact. But the next day, which was the 25th, his office came back to say, we admit to meeting him. But that meeting took place in the home of a certain Supreme Court judge.
What prompted that second clarification?
I have no idea. Because I suspect that the release of Jakpa's recordings must have compelled them to...
The threat.
Yes.
The threat?
The threat to release.
No, he had then been released.
Oh, really?
Yes. He had then been released.
I thought it was released on Tuesday.
No, you see, on the 24th, when they left court,
yes,
it was Sami Jenfi who held a small press conference and actually said that recording, Jakpa was not joking. It was available.
So I said there was a threat.
Yes.
Yes, it was a threat to release it. And
so by the 25th, I think it had been released.
No.
Okay.
It was released on Tuesday.
But
there was a threat to release a recording.
So, I'll leave it there. But I suspect that it had been released. They saw the content, so they can no longer run away from it.
But I said that, just hold on a minute. Why I said that it was a threat and not a tape was that you'd realize that what eventually was played had nothing to do with a meeting in the residence of a judge.
Yes, because what Jakpa said in court, if I can read again.
What was played was a telephone conversation.
Yes. But not a meeting at the judge.
Not a meeting. What was played on Tuesday and what is in the public domain, as far as the audio tape is concerned,
it's a telephone
conversation.
I see. I thought it was the...
No. A telephone conversation is initiated at 7:12 a.m. by the AG to Jakpa.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, Randy, the threat was actually issued in court.
Yes.
You see, so Sami Jenfi only amplified it outside of that. Because he has already threatened that. I have the evidence. So if you continue with that hostility, then I'll open the Pandora's box. So when we knew of this, and the threat had already been issued under oath by the witness, you will not be issuing this kind of statements later in the day regarding this matter. I would have gone straight to admit that, yes, there was a meeting, but that meeting happened in the home of a Supreme Court judge. You understand? But you went ahead, even though a threat was issued that the evidence will be put out, evidence of meetings had with or contacts had with you will be put out. You went to deny that there was no contact. You understand? So it was when they saw the evidence that they now realized that they cannot run away from that fact. So they came back to now, as it were, do damage control. But in doing the damage control, they introduced Justice Yoni Kulende's name.